The third and final race of the GT4 Winter Series weekend. Mackenzie Cresswell on pole position, led the way into the first corner. Some slippery conditions out there on the circuit, catching out Mikael Sander at the first corner, catching out Joachim Balting at turn 3. The circuit just in the final stages of drying out after wet conditions over the lunch break, and the wet curbing catching out Callum Davis there under braking as he tried to challenge tried to challenge Mackenzie Cresswell for the lead. Owen Hizzy's car with Mark Elman at the helm early on, getting dispatched there by Joachim Balting. Enrico Federer was having a bit of a battle. He fell through the order as far as 6th place in the early stages, was trying to reclaim 5th position from Tim Horrell. And that was happening with Ravi Ramid, also very much involved in the scrap. The Invitational Class BMW versus the Pro Class Mercedes and the Pro-Am Porsche from W&S Motorsport. Horrell eventually saw Enrico Federer pass by, but not without a big scrap, and then a big outbraking moment for Ravi Ramid. He tried to make it 6th position. He then tried again at turn 4 and unfortunately tagged the rear of the W&S Motorsport Porsche. Looked like it maybe slightly affected Tim Horrell's car. He would then lose out to Alan Gabay, who slowed down earlier in the race briefly with what looked like some sort of momentary technical issue. Just clambering out of the car there was Callum Davis, handing over to Charlie Hart, and Hart would end up in 3rd position post-pit window. While that was going on, Cedric Fuchs, who had just taken over from Willi Kuna, found his way past into the Cayman Trophy lead, but that wasn't the last chapter of that battle. Baudouin Detu rejoined the race in 2nd place after a good start from Maximilian Hewitt. And while that was going on, or while Hewitt was cheering on Baudouin Detu in 2nd place, the battle for 3rd was not only closing in on the racing spirit of Le Mans Aston Martin, it was also intensifying between Charlie Hart and Tom Leben. That would soon become a 3-way battle. Ravi Ramid, meanwhile, had a bit of an off-track moment all on his own down at turn 4 and 5, just losing the rear on the BMW. 3-way fight for 2nd place. Running wide there, Baudouin Detu, Jamo Hartling on the inside of Charlie Hart, and it would be Jamo that moved up into 2nd place, but a lap later Charlie wanted to try and get back at Jamo, succeeded at doing so. Baudouin was not out of the fight either as they continued to scrap. Owen Hizzy managed to get himself past Nico Grundle for at the time 2nd in Pro-Am, and unfortunately it looked as though there was a bit of an issue for Baudouin Detu towards the last 15 minutes of the race. He spun and fell out of contention for 2nd place. He would, however, cross the line in 4th. This was the moment that Jamo thought he had 2nd place, but then cutting across the dry grass was Charlie Hart. He came out back ahead of Jamo, but he wasn't having that in the SR Motorsport car. Jamo to the inside at turn 1, and that would ultimately prove to be the definitive move in that battle. Luis Zakala and Cedric Fuchs were still scrapping for the Cayman Trophy victory. Kala had the advantage at this stage, but then Cedric Fuchs got his way back past in a brilliant scrap. While all of that fighting was going on further back, Tom Leben was all on his own and secured himself the overall victory. Cedric Fuchs had one last attempt at trying to reclaim the Cayman Trophy lead after Luisa Kala got back through, but he was not successful. Kala wins Cayman Trophy. Tom Leben and Mackenzie Cresswell win overall, pulling up to the P1 spot. Victorious again in the GT4 Winter Series. The championship leaders who we understand, going to see in Barcelona win the race. Of course, a few seconds clear of the 2nd place car.